Alrighty then, hello everyone. It's been such a long time since I've done this, but welcome to Total War Warhammer 2 and the new expansion, the great, powerful Tomb Kings expansion, which allows you to play as the Tomb Kings, which are kind of like they're like mummies of the great pharaohs of this place called Nehekhara that have awoken to see their realm in shambles. So we'll go ahead and check it out. We'll play the Eye of the Vortex campaign because it's far more interesting than Mortal Empires, which is just the Grand Campaign.
I am Tyrion, heir of Anarion.
So here we are. We have four powerful Tomb Kings here. We have Cetra the Imperishable. Cetra is the first king of Nehekhara or whatever, however you pronounce that. He's the first king. He would unite it to become what it ended up being. We have Grand Hierophant Katep, which is he's like the head of this group called the Mortuary Cult, and their whole deal was to try and get Cetra to be immortal, and they kind of succeeded in bringing him to unlife and the resurrection. So these guys are pretty cool. We have High Queen Kadlada, I think is that Kalada? Lida? High King Khalida? Maybe that's it. And her whole thing was that, if I remember correctly, she hates vampires because I don't remember if it was her cousin or her sister, something like that. Became a vampire, tried to like create her a vampire against her will. She prayed to like the snake god or whatever. It purged her of the vampirism and made her a champion of that god. So she's pretty cool. And then we have Archon the Black, and he's kind of the right-hand man of the villainous Nagash, who kind of created vampires unwittingly and then used them for his service later. So Nagash is kind of the bad guy, but this is his right-hand dude. So all good stuff. Let's see, who haven't I played as? I think I'm going to play as Grand Hierophant Katep here. He has bad relations with Dark Elves. His suitable climate, so each of these factions have a different climate they're suitable to. His climate, it looks like, is the mountains. He gets 2 canoptic jars, which are these interesting things I'll tell you about later. He gets Lich Priests. His special unit is a Carrion, which is a flying war beast, and then a Hero Titan, or Hero Titan, which are really cool units. So let's jump into this and see what he is. I haven't played him. I've played Cetra. He's the only one I've played so far.
The sands of time ravage all. Mortals, monuments, even civilizations cannot stand against it. Their remnants lost beneath the dunes, awaiting discovery by the brave or foolish. Like time itself, the living are not welcome in Nehekhara. For this is the land of the dead, ruled by the Tomb Kings, where only the expired may serve. The Mortuary Cult were the first to deny death's embrace, if not the ravages of time. Lich Lord Kateb seeks to return the cult to Cetra's grace. Eternity was promised, but the Tomb Kings awoke to unlife, no longer beatific sovereigns. Their kingdoms as decayed as their bodies. The glory of Khemri lost, forgotten. A comet, an omen. The Black Pyramid stirs, but does not wake. A vessel of untold power, awaiting a new master. But it remains sealed. The Lich Priests are tasked with finding access. They venture deep into the catacombs, seeking clues. Discovering an obelisk inscribed with hieroglyphs as old as the desert gods. The answer lies in the 9 books of Nagash, the original tomes of undead lore, authored by the arch-necromancer. Due to the turbulence of the vortex across the ocean, not 9, but only 5 books are needed. Then, the pyramid shall open. Time has seen the books lost, scattered. Other Tomb Kings will seek them, for all desire the Black Pyramid. Begin the search. Raise your warriors. The legions of Khemri march to war.
So with this expansion, the Tomb Kings are kind of my favorite race. It used to be the dwarves, were my favorite Warhammer race, but with this expansion and learning about the lore of the Tomb Kings, they've become my favorite race in this game. Because the Tomb Kings are not like, at least like Cetra or whatever. You know, he's a crazy despot who's, you know, egotistical and what have you. But he's not like evil. Like when it comes to like Warhammer, there's like a defined like good, and there's a defined like chaotic evil. And the Tomb Kings are like, they're not good, but they're not evil. They did like things that are in the outside world just don't affect them because they don't care. They're not living. They're undead. So they're not caught up in the petty squabbles of, you know, the chaos gods or what have you. They care only about themselves and about conquest, and that's it. They care about nothing else. So they're very fascinating. That, and I always like ancient Egypt as like a theme. So, you know, a faction that's basically ancient Egypt fantasy is fantastic. It's awesome. And they have some of the coolest, like, as you can see in this picture, they have the, like, I believe this is a war sphinx. You have the Hero Titan in the background. So they're really like a fun little faction to play. Also very unique, and I'll show you in a minute what I mean by that. But basically, the units that you recruit don't cost you money. The only thing that costs you money is upgrading your building chains, and that's it. Or doing like what are the rituals. Those are the only things that cost money. So you don't have to worry about that. You can build massive, giant armies of skeletons to ride down and destroy your enemies, and it's fantastic. It's amazing. It's so much fun. So I had a campaign I was playing with Cetra. Cetra's a lot of fun. Being the first King of Kings, you know, he's the quote-unquote rightful lord of all Nehekhara and of Khemri, or they pronounce it Khemri. The K is silent. So, all good stuff. I haven't played as Archon the Black or as High Queen Ladia or whatever her name is.
His wish exiled me to roam these frozen and barren lands of Nagaroth, but they will not stop me from still serving my king. I have failed him once in the search for unlife, but I shall not fail again. I yearn to journey back to Henry, past the bestial hordes that war with us, and across the cold mountains, harboring a dark, chaotic magic, as unsubtle as it is destructive. If I am to return to Nehekhara, I must find safe passage. The coast is guarded by high elves, and a great ocean filled with peril. Yet these lands of the dark elves and the jungles of Lustria may yet still provide what the mortuary cult seeks. The path to the day of awakening. The answers are hidden in the Black Pyramid. But to gain entry, I must seek out the books of Nagash. These tomes of our arch-enemy are the key to our ultimate purpose and King Setera's grace.
Awesome. Fantastic. So we need our, unlike all the other factions where their win condition is to do these rituals that then, you know, they control the vortex. We don't need to do that. We don't need to go after rituals. We don't need to do any of that nonsense. All we have to do is collect the 5 books of Nagash, as you can see up here. They're located here on the map. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them alone are just here in the Americas, quote unquote, in Nagaroth up north here, and in Lustria to the south. Looks like one of them is on Uthwan, and the other one is down here in Khemri, or Nehekhara. So, Day of Awakening, Tomb King's factions can recruit units into their armies without the need to pay their recruitment or upkeep. Instead, each unit has a limited initial recruitment capacity, which is real nice. Dynasties, which is your research. You delve into the past secrets, so all that good stuff. The mortuary cult, you can spend canopic jars within the mortuary cult, combine them with trade resources to craft stuff, so that's real simple. So I guess we'll start here. Collect any of the 9 books of Nagash. 3,000 treasury, good stuff. A dark distraction. Occupy. What settlement do they want me to occupy here? I'll occupy any settlement, so I can conquer this area, basically. Okay. We can do that. Research a dynasty tech. That's all really easy. So, the Tomb King's technology is researching the great dynasties of their past. So you have the first dynasty, the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, and the 6th dynasty. The 7th being the reawakened Cetra, and the first also being Cetra's, if I remember correctly. So, all that good stuff. As you can see, you can unlock generals, or quote-unquote famous kings, from each of the dynasties. So you have Rakash, Tuthep, Lamasa, Setep, Alcadazar the second, which I believe is Alcadazar the Conqueror's father or grandfather, one of those two. And Alcadazar the second is the one that killed, quote unquote, killed Nagash. So let's see here. Third, and they unlock everything to the right of them. So if I get the third dynasty, I'll unlock this stuff. So what does this have? Carrion units, tomb scorpions, and I don't have any of those. Don't have any of those. Oh, here we go. Hero Titan. So we want Wisdom of the 4th Dynasty. So we'll get that. We have a level up here for, I think he's a Lich Priest. He's a level 4 Lich Priest. That's a pretty high level. So we'll do, we have 3 points. I'll put 1 into that, 1 into this, and then we'll do, let's just light a battle. Target self or ally becomes unbreakable. It's really good. I like that. And we'll just have him join Grand Hierophant's men here. So we have, let's see, we have a unit of Nehekhara warriors. They're pretty good. They're your kind of step up from your skeleton soldiers. Skeleton spearmen, which are shielded. They're anti-large. They're meat shield units. They're not really good at anything. We have a carrion unit, which is very fast, vanguard deployment. And we have the Titan, the Hero Titan, which is a magical monster. It's spellcaster, it's armored, it's armor piercing, it causes terror. It's a massive hulking battle thing, and it's awesome. So we have this here, and we have a hard start, and that's mostly because we're away from anyone that'll trade with us and stuff like that. But we should be able to pretty easily, we already have, can get to tier 2, which is nice. We can get Skeletal Horseman, or I can get something, let's see. I don't think, yeah, this doesn't have a special thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to do Public Order. And we're going to take this guy, go over here. Alright, so we'll fight these guys manually. This will be a little fun showing. What you call it, the skeleton soldiers are so weak with the Tomb Kings. So usually you just build like a full stack massive army and just, you know, horde upon horde of skeleton warriors just smash into the enemy. But we have a Colossus unit, which is the Hero Titan. So this will be fun. We also have a unit of Carrion, which aren't useful really. They kind of break really fast. They're more for harassing enemies, like harassing those dark shards. I think that's what these guys are. So that'll be really fun. So basically our goal is to find the books of Nagash, but also just to cut a swath of territory, like just a swathing like burning destruction across Nagash till we can get back to Khemri. So that's the goal. So we'll scorch the land and let the Tomb Kings will just take every city and burn the rest. And oh, it'll be beautiful. It'll be great. It'll be good stuff. And I believe Grand Hierophant Katep, if I remember correctly, he's the one that not only was he the leader of the mortuary cult, I think he's been alive, quote unquote alive, this entire time. Like he's seen the rise of Nagash, and he was there with Cetra when he was human and all that good stuff. Alright, so here we go. We don't need to, actually let's, you know what, gamble. To hell with it. Yeah, you did it. Oh, Ronaldo's with you. Okay, so we have units of Carrion, which are these like vultures. We can kind of put them over here. Are they on the ground? Are they flying? They're flying still. Okay. So, and you can see here their deployment. So let's see, they have what, dark shards in the front? Yeah, dark shards in the front. Dread spears, bleak swords. More dread spears, and we have a his leader, his general. So I'll show you my army real quick. Getting start deployment. We have a unit of skeleton spears. We actually have 2 units of skeleton spear infantry, and then we have our kind of updated guys, and these guys are our Nehekhara warriors. and they're pretty cool. Let's check out our dude. We have Grand Hierophant Ketep and the a Lich Priest. So we'll move him there. We'll move him there. And then we have this guy, which is our Hero Titan. Look how cool he is. Look at that. So we'll just move over. Go like that. We'll just fly these guys over here, because no big deal. They're like undead vultures. Check them out. Nehekhara is kind of called the land of the dead, so. So there's a unit of harpies chasing me. I guess the harpies are gonna try, they're gonna kind of ignore me. What is this? Sandstorm. Oh, that's a good ability. What's his... Okay, the range on it's not crazy. I'm not too worried about them. So let's... Let's send them in. Let's get the carrion to attack their dark shards. And let's see what the sandstorm does. Oh my god, that sandstorm. So this guy's got some magical abilities. He has Shem's Burning Gaze. See if I can get him to go over here. My warriors are rallying. That's always good. There's our two. So we've reached the first thing, the first tier of the Realm of Souls. So leadership is broken is what happens if they're disabled, which means if they're routing, they don't get it. But our leadership is not routing. Quite the opposite, actually. Let's cast a Sandstorm over here. We can do this right here. So they're routing. That's good. My warriors are rallying. So the more men you lose throughout the battle, you get these realm of souls. And on the final tier, you unlock the Ushabi. Oh my god. He just vaporized those poor guys. These guys just keep rallying, man. They just routed immediately. Okay. What is this? Curse or something or other. God, he's so cool.
Lord of Nehekhara, Ustavish Petra. Your king orders death.
Alright, now we just gotta deal with their general. Are they broken? They're shattered, okay. So just their like king here. Battle to the death. There you go. He broke. So what's nice about these guys is, even though I lost all those skeleton warriors, I can recruit them all for nothing. They're free basically. I don't, you know, they're basically worthless. So you can just get more. No big deal. Takes like a turn, if that. Most times it's only like a turn. Then you have a big powerful army again. Meaning only 3. My Titan and my 2, my Lich Priests. Only 3 remaining. Lost everyone else is dead. They returned to the realm of souls or whatever the hell it's called. So all good stuff. Yeah, I haven't figured out, because the Tomb Kings play kind of weirdly. Like, they don't have like up close like units that like stick into a front and they fight for a long time. Usually, with my experience, like they don't play like the vampire counts either, because the vampire counts have like big muscly units that can kind of stick in there that are skeleton infantry. I haven't come across that in Tomb Kings yet. Like, maybe they're later on in the game, but I really haven't, like, it's not a thing that I've noticed. I think the Tomb King's tactics are kind of like shock tactic. Like if you have a bunch of chariots, you put the chariots up front, slam into the enemy with your chariots, and then as soon as the chariots hit them, you're on them with another, like with a horde of skeletons, and you just kind of overwhelm them. Like no matter how many like skeletons they can take out, it doesn't matter because they're skeletons. So I'm trying to implement that in my Cetra campaign. See how that goes, because that campaign's like 100 turns in or whatever already. So I'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll try it a little bit in this campaign too. Maybe that's just the Tomb King style is like. Alright, so what do we have? We have Endless March. We have Harvest Organs. I get jars. Or Find Souls. Well, I don't have anyone to replenish, so I'm just going to harvest all their organs. Because that sounds fun. So we'll head back that way. I don't think oh, I can recruit here. There you go. So I'll get some of those guys.
No.
Scarpel's lair. Scalpel. So we'll have to take the Tyrant Peak. And it looks like, as you can see, it shows you on the map where the book's in Nagash. So there's one here, and it looks like there's one like right up here. So I might have to, after taking this, I might have to march up there and take that too. Okay, he's gonna run down here. So we have mountain climate here, so suitable climate for us. And we have these guys. I guess these guys move around the Book of Nagash. Beautiful look. And roughly in a turn, we've been healed. We'll get some more guys. Actually, these skeleton warriors, are these guys shielded? They are shielded. It says meat shield. So we'll get more of them. So let's see. Is there anyone around us that will trade with us? Probably not. I think everyone hates us. There's a Beastman tribe. I don't know where they are. And then a bunch of Dark Elves. So that's why it's so difficult for this guy. It's going to be a lot of like slowly upgrading lands and stuff like that. But once we have 4,000 gold, we can get a Necrotect, which will just be nice because the Necrotect can colonize settlements really cheaply. So he's gonna okay, he's leaving. Alrighty then. And I think, I don't know if they have. Everywhere is like they've added in a new Skaven Lord. He's not downloaded. I don't know like if I have to physically go and download him or what. You gonna raid my land? You son of a bitch, I'm gonna have to kill you. Well, we gotta deal with this guy. Let's see, what's he got? Some Unger hordes, some spearmen and raiders and stuff. Let's try it. I'll just auto-resolve this. Close victory. I'll replenish my souls. They're dead. And we leveled. Oh, that's good. So let's see, we have... Hold down. Sell for ally climbing equipment effects. That's really good. What is this? Ooh. I forget that, and that unlocks. Let's do that. Because then that'll unlock these. Because then plus 6 armor for Nehekhara warriors, tomb guards, skeleton warriors, and spearmen, which is basically all we have. So we'll do that. And we can get some bowmen, more skeleton warriors, more spearmen. See, we don't gotta worry about what you call it at all. We'll get that. It'll reduce the corruption, increase public order. And we can recruit some carrion, which are not really useful, but maybe in flocks there. Oh my god, it's Morathi. She's got a Hydra. Hydra versus Hero Titan. The battle for the ages. Maintain 8 units of the following type. Okay. That's pretty easy considering I'm at what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'll be at 11. Hinder replenishment. There we go. I can do more burning gaze. Exorcism. Light of battle. Let's just double up on burning gaze. What are his mounts? He gets a skeletal steed, a skeleton chariot. He gets a casket of souls he gets to ride on. Witness to the Golden Age. Soul binding. What is this shit? Connected jar order. Generates 1 jar per turn, so I'm guessing it's what, 3 at level 3? Yeah, that's pretty good actually. We get what, 2 every turn, so once we built our skeletal host, we'll march on. Morathi has taken Iron Spike. Well, we're not at war with her, so I'm not, whatever. Big deal. It matters little, for the dead will become marching over those mountains regardless. Beautiful. That was fairly easy. I'll get 1 more. Ooh, I can get 2 Nehekhara warriors that'll fill up my roster. Perfect. I think I'll have a full stack army. So Morathi's gone on. Consolidate her powers. Like the volcanoes and stuff. So I haven't played a lot in Nagash or Lustria. I haven't played the Dark Elves or the Lizardmen really. Played the High Elves a little bit. And they're okay. Nah, kind of like boring to me, but okay. So I have a choice of servants. I can call upon the Tomb Prince, call upon the Necrotect, or call upon the Lich Priest, or I can accept a gift. Well, if I call upon the Necrotect, right? I take the Necrotect.
I'll redouble my efforts. No, not this time.
Oh, okay, I can only have 1 hero. And I'll send my Necrotect down this way. I have a Lich Priest here.
The greatest artist.
Shektafith. Interesting name. So basically what I'm trying to do is, once I have the necrotect, and once I get him to do anything... Oh, I'm boosting, what you call it, by 5%. Is that just a passive? Interesting. I wonder if that's just a passive. But what I'm trying to unlock is the other necrotech, because he can colonize things. I don't think this guy can. I think it's only a very special necrotech that can colonize ruins for basically free. Ooh, what's that? There's a treasure right there. What is this? Oh, they got a sizable... What the hell is that? Is that a rebellion? I don't know what that resource is. A little, like, beans? They rammed against it and died. Okay. Okay. So these guys are set. Let's go down here. Yes, I can damage walls, but I can't colonize with this guy. So let's go down here. We'll block the army. Slow these guys down. Up, he failed. Damn.
The ultimate shrine.
We have a massive skeleton army, so this will be interesting. This will be fun. Just hordes of skeleton warriors clamber over the walls as a giant titan smashes it to oblivion. Oh, they're going to reinforce. Okay. So let's see if we can damage the walls with our necrotect before we move in with our big, powerful army. So let's try and... Oh, that settlement doesn't even have walls. Alrighty, well then go over here. So I'll just check that out. And I'll march upon Titan Peak. So what do we have? We have a unit of Black Arc Corsairs, some Bleak Swords, some more Black Arc Corsairs. Swords. So usually, see, this is a massive, overwhelming army. I'll auto resolve just to show you guys. The balance of power is still like middle. We win, but look at the casualties we took to win. Like, they're crazy. And unfortunately, I'm kind of disappointed. When you take a settlement, the doesn't change. The things don't change, which is kind of disappointing. So I can get a unit of carrion. We'll just get 3 skeleton spearmen. We're not greedy. Really, the thing's not useful. Ooh, but we get a casket of souls. So we're gonna cancel one of these. We're gonna perform this rite. It's 5,000 gold. Or I could go for the necrotect. Oh, let's go for the necrotect. Because then, with the necrotect, we can take him, go over here, and he can colonize these ruins real cheaply. And since we're making some cash, let's see, we need these. We need Sunscorch Bones. And look at the replenishment on those. Damn. Impressive. Oh, okay, cool. He can, he can't damage the walls, but he can check this for us. Let's see here. Sulfrets. Some Dark Shards, some Dread Spears. Okay, nothing serious. And we can create stuff. So in the Multiware Cult, you can create stuff and build stuff. You can also, Legions of Legend is kind of the units of renown for Nehekhara. So you have these options. You just get a treasure amount with enough canopic jars, and then a trade resource. So we have, this one is exotic animals, but say like we can unlock the flock GIF, which is a unique carrion unit. There you go, they've been awakened. So there you go, now we can recruit them for all time. You can also craft weapons. You can craft armor, enchanted weapons, talismans, and arcane items. So you can pretty much craft a bunch of stuff through the mortuary cult. I haven't really used it. It hasn't really come in handy, to be honest, but I don't know. Maybe eventually. But as of right now, the mortuary cult, after you unlock all the like whatever units of renown, it's kind of useless. Like I haven't crafted anything in it. Maybe once you have a bunch of generals and you want to like get them some sweet loot or whatever, then maybe. But till then, like, not a big deal.
Their towers are not to mine.
Alright. So I'll have him go Tyrant Peak, colonize that. Yeah, and I think I'll control this whole area, which will be good. And we'll have him go right here. So we get Chaos Corruption. Kind of expected here in Nehekhara. And we'll have him go over here. It's actually being besieged. Well, let's go see who's besieging their capital, because we're going to have to fight these people anyway. Who is it? What? Who's besieging them? Who's this? Oh, some rebels are besieging them. Oh good, we have a population surplus, always good. Oh, they win? What? Okay, that was weird. I guess they won. Strange. What you call it? That army seemed bigger than theirs, but whatever. Beautiful, mission's been issued. That's lovely and all, but this is now mine.
You will never hold us.
No, tech of mine. I've unlocked another right. So Katep, let's see, what are some of these? Ooh, melee defense for the Hero Titan, Ushabi Great Bows, Stone Sentinels. The Necro Sphinx is a lot of fun too, and the Cambrian War Sphinx are really good. We'll just unlock the second thing for Sun Scorched Bones, because that's what our army primarily is. An Army of Light. It's good. Pause protection, or however you pronounce that. I can level this up to level 2 to a mastaba mausoleum. What's this? Mausoleum, Tomb City, and Necropolis. Sure, I have the money. Why not? And this guy can go up here, and we can colonize the Tyrant Peak. So we get a new settlement. The Necrotech dies, obviously, but we have a fully tiered city. Tier 3, all the slots unlocked, which is just fantastic. Look at this. So we can get Chariot, we can get a Bone Shaper. We can also get a Desert Lookout, that'll be very useful. I think I'm going to get a Mortuary House as well. Ooh, we could get a Sanctuary of Khemri, and we can get Ushabi, which are really good monstrous infantry. Or we can get a Desert Lookout. which will increase the defenses. That actually might be a good pick. And now that we control this area, we can do Worship of Aspa, which will increase public order, lower corruption, all that good shit. We can go down here, see what's going on. Ooh, what's this? The Fallen Gates. Ooh, there's a bunch of stuff to colonize down here. Look at all this stuff. I mean, we need to go over here and get that book and all that. And there's whatever here. But I see all this land up for sale. Especially after we kill these guys. So we'll do that. We'll move him. On the next turn, we'll move him down over here. We'll take that. Then we'll take that. And then we'll move kind of through here. Take all this land. Because it's up for grabs. I mean, we can't let it go to waste, you know? And as the Tomb Kings, we need it.
Let me explain your doom, for I have foreseen it.
Man, he isn't beating around. They want a non-aggression pact. Ooh. I might say yes to this, just to conquer the stuff to the south and not have to deal with them immediately. Well, they're not going to declare war on me because... Yeah, no. I'll kill you later. I don't think they'll declare war on me while I'm busy killing these guys. Suitable climate. Okay. Is this unsuitable climate? Unpleasant. You're telling me it's unpleasant for mummies that lived in the desert to be living in, like, the frozen wastes? You don't say. I've got a nice reward. Some more reward. Always good. Okay, we'll go down here. Really not worried about that. I +6 here. Can I get a new lord? I can't get a new lord yet. I will be able to in 4 turns. Right? Because I think that's what this does. Wisdom of the 4th Dynasty. Army capacity +1. I think I have to get 200 jars. What am I at? 105. So not very far off. But I think it's time I end this here. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. When we come back, we'll finish these guys off and push into Lustria. See what I can conquer here. It's an unpleasant climate, but this will get me much needed income to deal and conquer the whole middle realm here. So, thanks for watching. Until next time, stay tuned.